Hi guys, welcome back to my channel again. This is Tilac. So in this video, I would like to share with you my top 15 dahlias in this season. And as you all know guys, that this is my first time having dahlias here in our garden, and I would just love to share with you my experience so far and those best performers that I've had here in our garden. So without further ado, let's start my top 15 dahlias for this season. At number 15, Jowey Linda. So this is one of my favorite dahlias so far. I love the shape of this ball dahlia. Nice bright orange color, long stem. So what more could you ask for when you have this kind of dahlia? I really love the color of this dahlia, and aside from that, it's one of those very prolific dahlias that I've had for this season. So definitely I recommend Jowey Linda. At number 14, Striped Vulcan. So here is another favorite of mine, and I'm really amazed with the color combination of this dahlia. To be honest, I'm not really into cactus dahlia, but when I saw this one, I was wow! I was really amazed, and I was more amazed when it turned like this. It became pure red during the later part of the season. That's why I think this is one of those dahlias that I will highly recommend. At number 13, Thomas Edison. So this is another dahlia that I would like to recommend to all of you guys because it really caught my attention when I saw one of the bloggers on YouTube named The Impatient Gardener when she was chatting with Miss Christine Albrecht. It was one of her favorite, and I just really fell in love when I saw this one. Look at that, nice flower color and long stem. What more can you ask for? At number 12, Nadia Ruth. Look at this flower. Oh my god. Who wouldn't fall in love in this color? Look at this flower. I'm just so amazed with this flower the first time I saw it. At first, I'm not really into cactus dahlia, but as mentioned, every time I'm seeing something spectacular such as this one, I just really can't help but, keep them here in our garden. And I think I'm really gonna keep this for the next season. And I just can't explain the shape of this one. It's fimbriated cactus dahlia, but the color is really a very nice soft pink color. And as mentioned on my previous blog about this particular dahlia, about this Nadia root, it's kind of reminding me of cafe au lait in a cactus version. And I think this is really one of those dahlias that I will definitely recommend to you guys to have it in your garden. Number 11, Cornel. I know Cornel is one of those very popular red ball dahlias, but look at this one. It's kind of looking similar to Cornel, right? But this is boom boom red, and I think they're kind of looking very similar. So that's why I just put them together at number 11. I just love both of them. I think they're just really twin sisters. It's just that Cornel is just a little bit smaller compared to boom boom red. At number 10, Sweet Love. Who wouldn't fall in love with this cat? Oh, sorry, it's not the cat. It's the Sweet Love. Look at that. It's so beautiful. It's kind of reminding me of the color of my Wizard of Oz. To be honest, there is a bit of a similarity with the color of Wizard of Oz and this Sweet Love. And Sweet Love has been really one of those very prolific dahlias that I've had that has been flowering from the very start of the season until the end. At number 9, Vera's Elma. Look at this beauty. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at that. It's almost like a ball dahlia to me because it's really, very, very thick. It has plenty of petals that is almost similar to those ball dahlias. It's just that this one is a bit bigger. But I'm actually not sure whether Vera's Elma is considered a huge ball dahlia or is it just a dinner plate or decorative dahlia. I'm actually not sure because somebody mentioned in the group chat that this one can grow up to 25 centimeter, but mine got only up to 17 centimeter. But isn't it big enough? At number 8, Rip City. No wonder I have included Rip City in this top 15 dahlias for this season because it's really one of my favorite. Not just because of its color, but it is really one of those very prolific dahlias that I've had here in our garden. And I don't know how many times it has given me those plenty of blooms all at the same time, like what you're seeing right now. It happened like probably 4 or 3 times, but one thing I know for sure is I really love this dahlia. At number 7, Dazzling Sun. This is actually one of the most stunning dahlias that I have ever seen here in our garden. Look at that. You know why? You know why, right? You can see it right in front of your eyes. Look at that. Look at the color combination of this dahlia. It's just so beautiful, especially in person. And now that the autumn is coming, look at this flower now. The red color became more prominent and it's just so beautiful. I just really love when dahlias are doing this. So this is one of those dahlias that I highly recommend for you guys to have in your garden. At number 6, Wizard of Oz. So look at this very small but very terribly beautiful dahlia. Look at that. It's so beautiful that it's really a pain to have this dahlia here in our garden. It really gave me a hard time to order and purchase this one and finally have it here in our garden because everybody wants to have Wizard of Oz and I actually don't know why, but I was like having this fear of losing out. That's why later on I just decided to order it, but every time I'm trying to order, as mentioned guys, it's always sold out. And now when I had it, now I know why it's sold out because it's just so beautiful and I think this is really one of those most beautiful days that you could ever have in your garden. And it's also very prolific guys. And if you're looking for something like pink, something small, something with a very nice stem as well for your flower vase, I think Wizard of Oz is the one that you are looking for. You will not regret having this kind of dahlia in your garden. For sure, lots of your friends will be amazed to see this one. The pink color of this one is just so subtle and everybody, all of my friends who have been seeing this dahlia is just being wowed every time they see this one. It's small but terrible as they say. At number 5, Coralie. So here is another favorite dahlia that I have here in our garden for this season. Look at that. It's just really reminding me of cafe au lait color, but with the shape of more of a Vera's Elma, but just a little bit smaller. But look at that. It's just so perfect. I'm just really happy that I have this one and I was able to propagate this one. So now, originally I bought 2 of these and now I have a total of 5 of this Coralie. And I'm just glad that Coralie is so easy to propagate and definitely I will have this one for next season here in our garden. And I really recommend this one to you guys because for sure you will not regret having this dahlia in your garden. So beautiful, so easy to propagate, very good vase life. What more you can ask for? This is Coralie. At number 4, Feline Yvonne. Look at this color, guys. Look at that shape of flower. It's just so perfect. I just can't explain how I felt the first time I saw this one, but for sure, I was really, really happy. It was bliss. When I saw this flower, I just can't describe the color of this one, but it's kind of reminding me of American Dawn based on the photos that I've seen from other Dahlia group mates who have been posting this one and the American Dawn. They are really looking similar, but I'm just speechless, guys. So I just put it in number 4. It's just so amazing. At number 3, Cafe au lait. I know, guys. Many of you are probably having the protest now. Why I put Cafe au lait at number 3 only? Why? Well, it's just that I really saw something that can beat Cafe au lait, at least in my opinion. But still, look at this flower. It's just so beautiful. It's like more of a pink color during the start of the data season here in the southern hemisphere. But then, as the season progresses, it started changing actually. It started to become real coffee color. That's why it's called cafe au lait. But now it's starting to become more of a white color like Florel. And no wonder why it's being used and very popular among wedding occasions because obviously you can see the reason why. At number 2, Evanah. Look at that, guys. I'm just so amazed and I'm just surprised when I saw Yvonne in person. I was actually on a holiday trip when this dahlia started blooming, and when I came back home, I was just, oh my god, when I saw this one. Look at the shape of this one. It's just really different from the other dahlias that I have seen so far. I mean, of course, it's flower, but the shape of the flower is really different. Although the leaves are very similar, but if you're going to look at the flower's shape itself and it's very soft pink color, it's just mind blowing, really. My friends, whenever they are visiting us and they see this flower, they're also being wowed by this flower. And I can understand why because it's the same feeling that, I felt when the first time I saw this flower bloom. And I think this pink color is really something. There's something special about this Evanah. I don't know. Maybe it's the shape, maybe it's also the color combination. But to be honest, guys, I had a little bit of struggle growing this dahlia. I don't know why. Maybe it's just maybe the time when I was planting it because it was really too early in the season, like around July, which is like March in the northern hemisphere. But otherwise, um, I'm just happy to finally see the flower of my Evanah. It's just really something that you know um, worth keeping. And this is also very, very prolific. And if you want to keep this one on a flower vase, I think it's really an ideal flower for a flower vase if you love cutting flowers. And we're heading now to number 1, which is the Engelhardts Matador Dahlia. Look at that, guys. Isn't it looking so romantic? Isn't it looking so fabulous? Isn't it looking so surreal? You know what, guys? I don't know about you, but I just really fell in love, so deeply in love with this Dahlia. To me, it's just so romantic. I love the long stem of this flower, and I also love the dark foliage. Whenever our friends remember our garden, they always ask me, "What's the name again of that red dahlia?" And they're always referring to this one, this Engelhardt's Matador. I don't know, there's something magical, there's something perfect about the shape of the flower, the color of the foliage, and I don't know, it's just so perfect. That's why eventually I just decided to put it in the number 1 spot because everything that I'm looking for a dahlia, the height, long stem, the size of the flower, the color of the flower, it's just everything. And to me, it's like it's really the sign of romance. If you give it to someone, for sure they will really, really appreciate this flower. And then here are some of my few honorable mention as well. First off, I have my Offshore Dream.
Not only that it is so beautiful, but then at the same time it's very prolific. And also guys, I use this one for cross pollination because it is also one of those dahlias that are good producer of seeds. And another one that I really love is Lilac Time. It's just a shame that during the time that this Lilac Time started to bloom and give me lots of flowers, that's the time that our garden was being attacked by this powdery mildew. So I didn't see really much of the performance of my Lilac Time, but I can tell that it was really prolific because it produced lots of buds, but unfortunately because of the powdery mildew, some disasters happened, but otherwise, it's really nice. So here comes Creme de Cassis, another beautiful dahlia to grace our garden. I must say that this is one of those dahlia that really stunned me because of the color combination. Pink on top and behind those petals, you will see this maroon color. It's just a shame that the flower doesn't really last that long when you put it in the vase, but otherwise, it's really beautiful. And another on the list is my high need. Look at this dahlia. I really love the color combination of this one. I was actually thinking of putting this one in my top 10, but I don't know, the flower shape just changes as the season progresses, but otherwise, it's really beautiful. And another one in here is my joyful investment. I'm not really into coloret, but until I saw Dr. Kate Hammett's coloret that I bought before in Bunnings here in New Zealand, then later on I started to appreciate the beauty of this joyful investment. That's why I also added in the honorable mention list. Finally, I have Hollyhill Calico. So this season really made me appreciate how beautiful those ball dahlias are. So next season, I'm really planning to have more ball dahlias here in our garden, and Hollyhill Calico is one of those ball dahlias that convinced me to collect more ball dahlias for next season. And you know the reason why, and obviously you can see it why I love this one.
Alright guys, so that's my top 15 dahlias for this season, and I hope it will be very helpful for you, especially those who are in the northern hemisphere who is just about to start their dahlia season once again. And if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, please feel free to write your comment in the comment section down below. And if this is your first time here in my channel, please hit the subscribe button now so that you'll be able to see more updates of my gardening activities here in our garden. Alright guys, thank you very much, and I will see you again on my next one. Bye for now.